dude. It's ugly boy dude. It's ugly boy dude. It's ugly boy dude. It's ugly boy dude.
What's going on YouTube, man? So like I told you, man, we are in a different environment, actually a whole nother state. So I went through 3 states in like a day and a half. So like if you haven't really been receiving emails from me, which I know you have, I've pretty much gotten all my emails. But the comment section, I will definitely get to you today. But right now, man, I'm in the great state of Washington State. It's funny when I always say I'm in Washington State, people just think that's like, oh, DC? Like, no, not Washington, DC, Washington State, like Oregon, California, up there in that area, right? So I'm here pretty much on vacation for spring break, you know what I'm saying, visiting some family, visiting some people that I hold near and dear to my heart, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much in this video, I'm gonna talk about your ugly past, right? And then I'm also gonna talk about scholarships and why they're so important. Not only just scholarships, right? This applies to any way you can get some money. Like getting some money is not as difficult as people may make it seem, but we're gonna talk about those 2 things. Let's get into the video. All right, so first things first, like ugly past ain't really so ugly, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have gone through so many bad things, but just the testimony to your success that you're even watching this video, you know what I'm saying, or even liking this channel, you know what I'm saying, or subscribing to the channel. Do all of those things and turn on the post notification. But like your ugly past brought you here, brought you to this point. And that was something that I really had to accept myself, just because I've gone through so many things in my past that I felt like, you know what I'm saying, like I would have been better off if I didn't go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't like having to go through so much struggle in order to experience what gratitude or success may feel like, or even have that shape in my mind of what success really is. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, especially growing up in like middle class homes, we think like success is having like a real big house, having a whole bunch of cars, you know what I'm saying? Like working at a good job that's giving us like $100,000 a year, or maybe $200,000 to $300,000 a year. But like we really capping ourselves mentally, and we don't have to do that. So one of the ways I try not to cap myself mentally is like I try to read books and obviously travel. Like traveling came easy just because I am in the military, right? So if you do join the military at 17, 18 years old, you do get to travel to places you have never would have gone in your life if you didn't really have to have that opportunity to travel. Like I would definitely not be in Washington State if it wasn't for the military. I would still be in Georgia, maybe Florida, maybe Alabama, you know what I'm saying? So like I wouldn't have to really expose myself to different things just because I wouldn't have to leave my environment. Like what was in my environment was perfectly fine for me. And so bam, I get to move, right? So that's one thing that did help me broaden my aspect of what I want in life, is just seeing other things. And then the second thing would be reading books, right? Like you get to read books because books, a lot of people put their heart and soul in the books. Like they don't really just be writing books unless it's fictional, just a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people drop these autobiographies, these biographies of these different people. They talk about themselves, and like they'll put their whole life into maybe like a 5-hour, 7-hour, sometimes even a 12-hour book. I'm talking about listening time, you know what I'm saying? It might take you a little longer if you actually reading it. But like they put their whole heart and soul into these books just to give us tips and tricks and advice on whatever their area expertise may be. And so bam, then we learn from all of that. We learn from their mistakes. We'd be like, man, look, he was a dope dealer, or you know what I'm saying, she should have made a better business move with her money, because if I had $100,000 in cash, I probably would have spent it on this and not that. And then bam, 2022, you know what I'm saying, we get to look up online whatever we want to look up online, and then we'll have a relatively, you know what I'm saying, a relatively good answer for whatever we're looking for, which is awesome, because then we could base our experiences, what we know, based off what we see in our everyday lives, and then based off what we see on the internet, then we could pretty much come up with a full story of what we're looking at. And that's literally something our parents never had. They never really had that many options of where to grab information from. So us being the generation of technology, because, you know, I'm meeting people who was born in like 2001, 2002, you know what I'm saying, the internet been out already. So like they don't really understand what it's like not to have the internet. So now that they got it, you know what I'm saying, this is me telling you, you know what I'm saying, you don't necessarily have to go to the traditional routes that our parents are telling us to go down, just because you do have other options via the internet to make funds and make a living and do whatever that you want to do. So I'm gonna give you an example, especially if you're looking to get different scholarships and funds, right? So you could look up online and be like scholarships for this type of program, for this type of school, you know what I'm saying? You can even put your demographic, or you can put like scholarships for left-handed people. You can put scholarships for right-handed people, or you know what I'm saying, like scholarships for everybody. And it's really tailored just to give money away. Like a lot of people have money just sitting there And if not enough people apply for these different types of scholarships, that money still sits there. Like, they need people applying for this money, and you can't win no money if you don't put your name in the hat, right? So bam, cool. So you already know, man, look up how to get some money. You know what I'm saying? Look up on how to actually make Instagram work for you. Look up how to make YouTube work for you, Facebook, OnlyFans, LinkedIn. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things. It's an app, not an app. I don't know what it is. It's something called Handshake that I heard of at school. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to people randomly. It was like, oh yeah, we gonna meet on Handshake. And Handshake was something kind of random because I thought they was gonna meet on Zoom, but they actually meeting on this program called Handshake. So man, just go ahead and look up all these different things and make it work for your advantage, because that's what it's there for. Literally, it's for you to, you know what I'm saying, get ahead in life. So go ahead and get ahead in life. I hope these videos do help somebody out. I appreciate you guys checking out the channel. And as I travel, you know what I'm saying, I'm still drop my content as best as I can. You know what I'm saying? Like right now I'm in the great outdoors. But anyway, I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.